We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to test key resistance levels and hold support here. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 2 p.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside. Full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY having a staircase effect form here and a full transition on 42 vision. And in today's video, we're going to break it all down, what key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys went about these stocks early on and received this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Apple bot. Our Apple bot at 9:55 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 120% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from bright green bars to white with red borders yesterday, and back up to bright green bars into today's after hours. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bull indicator in the pre-market at the 470.10 level, canceling out that bear indicator from yesterday at the 475 area that popped up and dropped things down towards 467. It found support, and we were watching to see if the inflows would follow, which we're going to break down in just a moment. And we could see that staircase effect here forming so far, and a full transition on the 30-minute on 42 vision, right? From white with red borders to bright green bars, and then a bull indicator popping up, further confirming that strength and finding support here, even on the slight pullback in the middle of the day above the 468 level. Bouncing back up, retesting the highs up here, but a crucial area here of resistance has formed, right? It continues to struggle to stay above the 472.60 area, where rejected multiple times in the first half of the day and has slowed down here in the after hours, and currently slightly below it here at the 472.42 area. and it's going to be crucial for the bulls to use it as support to further justify any strength here within the charts. If not, it may act as a crucial resistance going into tomorrow, and we're going to break down the key levels I would watch as well in just a moment. Now, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see a bull indicator popped up as well up here at the 470.80 area, canceling out that bear indicator from yesterday and now dominating over the chart. And still the last two pieces missing to complete a full transition so far on 42 vision in the bigger picture is dark green bars and then bright green bars, right? But so far it's gone back up from white with red borders to red with green borders. Definitely something to not ignore, and that staircase effect here forming within the chart. Now, when we zoom into the volatility of the 15-minute, we can see here within the volatility how it switched from bull to bear indicators, and now it's dominated by a bull indicator here in the second half of the day going into the closing at the 470.90 area. I would just round that up to 471, and it's been dominating here for the last several hours, right? So definitely something to not ignore here going into tomorrow if this bull indicator can continue to hold true and strong. Now, we're going to go ahead and pull up the inflow versus outflow to break down and see what's going on within these charts, as well as what levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the SP 500 index, doing a full transition as we stated earlier in the video from the dip area to the rip area, and inflow starting to pick up here in the second half of yesterday in the after hours and today's pre-market. It crossed over, and in the volatility of the middle of the day on that slight drop, outflows tried to dominate, but quickly it brought itself back up and inflows crossed back over, dominating over this chart here at highs here of inflows of 2.8, and currently they're red at 2.18. But even though it's pulled back a little bit, things have not collapsed because it has not crossed over the midpoint to the downside, right? Inflows are still dominating, and it's going to be crucial for it to stay above to further justify any move to the upside here for the bulls. Now, if we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could go ahead and see here in the bigger picture how inflow started to pick up in today's pre-market, and within today's volatility and staircase effect so far in the charts, these inflows have continued upwards and have crossed over here in the after hours and have hit highs so far of 1.13. Definitely something to not ignore, and it's going to be crucial for it to continue to push up higher to further reflect any strength into these charts. Now, if we zoom into the volatility of the 15-minute, this is going to be crucial and critical going into tomorrow. We could see here the amount of volatility throughout the day, but the inflows are dominating here in the second half, but outflows have began pretty sharply. It has not crossed over, but if it does, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And I'm going to be watching this very carefully going into tomorrow. Definitely something to not ignore. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. And if these outflows cross over to the downside and start to reflect that weakness into these charts, the first support I'll be watching is the 470 area. If that weakness rolls over into the 30-minute as well, the next support I'll be watching is 468. And then below that comes the 467 to 465 level. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to level off, bring themselves back up, switch from red to green, push up away from the midpoint, and reflect that strength further into these charts. Roll that over into the 30-minute as well, switching it from red to green as well, as you see it here, slightly pulling back. That needs to turn green and pull upwards. And the first resistance is the 475 area. Then above that is 477. And then I'll be watching the 480 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I'm going to be watching them very carefully as they've turned red on the 30-minute, and they're really close to the midpoint here on the 15-minute. So I would not ignore that, and I'm going to watch that very closely. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.